overnight, silent clowns had become obsolete. Hollywood began a massive search for performers who could speak as well as act. W.C. Fields withdrew his life savings and drove across country to Hollywood. And Hollywood hasn't been the same since.
Okay. Wasn't your fault. I can fix that. No harm done, no harm done. Got a mole?
Yeah, I've had it all my life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, won't have it anymore. Have you ever had this tooth pulled before?
No.
This won't hurt you much. Get your foot out. Get it out. Get it out.
W.C. Fields never saw any reason to compromise with a world he felt was out to get him. He declared open warfare on the authorities that plagued his miserable childhood and adolescence. He was born William Claude Dukenfield in Philadelphia on April 9, 1879. His father believed in harsh discipline, and he punctuated every order with a smack in the face. A crisis was reached not long after Fields' 11th birthday. He'd left a small shovel lying in the front yard, and his father stepped on it. The handle flew up, inflicting a painful blow on his shin. He hopped around on one leg, cursing. Then, seeing Fields laughing, he picked up the shovel and rattled it off the boy's head. Fields swore to get even. He hid in the stable, and when his father came in looking for him, Fields crowned him with a large wooden box. And then he walked off down the road, never to return. To keep from starving, he embarked on a life of petty crime. As a result of beatings by other street kids, his nose became permanently red and misshapen. He discovered he had a natural ability for juggling, and he started practicing 16 hours a day. Confident of his talent, Fields left Philadelphia determined to become the best juggler in the world. By the age of 21, he was a success, receiving rave reviews across America and Europe. In 1914, he went to work in the Ziegfeld Follies. After 20 years of being billed as a silent humorist, he added jokes to his act for the first time. He made his debut in films in The Pool Sharks, which was a sketch he had been doing on stage for 12 years. The trick table was one he designed himself. The film was not successful, so he went back to the Follies. It was 10 years before he appeared in films again. This time in a filmed version of his stage hit, Poppy, directed by D.W. Griffith. When the talkies came in, Fields was in his glory. Now he could write his own screenplays. A friend said, Bill had only one story. It wasn't a story at all, really. Just an ugly old man and an ugly old woman and a brat of a child. With these three basic ingredients, he could attack every aspect of the so-called American way of life.
Hello, mister.
Hello, little boy.
Did you give me the dollar?
Oh, it's a little girl. Hello, little girl. How old are you?
5 years old.
5 years old.
Will you give me $1 to put in my bank?
I'll give you $1 to put in your bank if you'll sing me a song.
Give me the $1, thanks.
You're more than 5. Go and get out of here.
Come on.
Come on,
Give me
scram.
the
Who's Craig? Get away.
I don't care. I got $50 in my bank already.
You have $50 in your bank?
Yes.
Yeah. Probably has a pin sticking in there, yeah. Is he standing in a hole?
No, he's just a little fella.
Send him in, I'll fix him.
This way, please.
I can't find his mouth. Hand me that stethoscope, will you? Thanks. Will you say ah, please? Ah. Again? Ah. Again? Ah. I almost had it. Again? Ah. Huh? Ah. Hold. Ah. Ah. There it is. Ah. And a very pretty thing, too.
There were no sacred cows in the world of W.C. Fields. The very values others idealized and sentimentalized, Fields criticized. In doing so, he became not only the father of modern comedians, but of modern humor itself. The humor of the man who broke all the rules is as timely and funny now as it was during his lifetime. A different kind of humor was created by the Marx brothers, three zanies who seemed to be totally out of control, out of touch with reality, doing all the things the rest of us would secretly like to do. Julius, Adolf, Leonard, Milton, and Herbert, better known respectively as Groucho, Harpo, Chico, Gummo, and Zeppo, were born in New York's Upper East Side near the turn of the century. They were the sons of Sam Marx, a tailor, and Minnie Marx, one of the most extraordinary stage mothers in show business history. The brothers always gave their mother, Minnie, all the credit. Groucho said, "I was kicked into acting by my mother, and if I hadn't been, I'd now be on relief. I've never taken a bit of success for granted. When it came, I was always sure it wasn't going to last." Never have a comedian's fears been so unfounded. The Marx brothers have delighted audiences ever since.
How do you like it? It's the same for my second act.
I don't like it.
If you don't like it, we'll put in another scene. You can have any scene you want.
I never knowingly hurt anybody in my life. Ah!
Hello? Room service. Send up enough ice to cool a warm body.
Let's take him down the service elevator.
I won't have him insulted. He'll go with the regular passengers.
Well, someone might see us. Oh, what do you got there?
Where? Oh, there. One of my actors. He's passed out from the excitement. I need him for the third act, and look at him.
You'd think he was dead.
Yes, wouldn't you?
The zany comedy created by the Marx brothers caught on, ushering in other comedy teams like the Three Stooges and Abbot and Costello.
Where did I put it?
No. Take the stand.
I got it. Now what'll I do with it? Sit down.
You're in a court, not in Clancy's pool room.
Sit down. I'm a victim of circumstance.
Who you hitting? Go. Be quiet.
Stanley, no. Don't bother me. Stanley, you're not going to kill anyone.
Don't hold me back.
Don't do that.
Somebody's got to get it. And when I get this mad, somebody's got to get it. Wait, I don't care what kind of money. Don't you give me that. Lord, listen, you got money over there with no argument. I'm not going to go over there.
Anarchy was the comedy order of the day, and the order prevailed until the emergence of Laurel and Hardy, who represented a gentler kind of humor.
Well, how about a nice cool drink?
When Hal Roach formed his Roach Comedy All-Stars, Stan and Ollie were a vital part of the organization. They appeared in the same films, but not as a team. However, they would often do bits together, and gradually their curious mixture of personalities began to attract attention. Hal Roach made their bits longer, and before anyone realized it, by 1928, they had become a team. In the years that followed, they made over 100 films.
What are you doing with that cushion?
Well, I keep on bumping my head. See?
Give me that deed.
Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy were modest men. They had absolutely no idea how loved they were throughout the world. When they went to England on tour, they were mobbed by crowds of people. Stan said, "We both cried at that moment because of the love we felt coming from everyone." For the first time in their lives, they realized they had become household words, a miracle that never ceased to amaze them. They appreciated each other both as comedians and persons. If anyone asked Ollie about comedy, he would always say, "Ask Stan." When Stan Laurel watched their films, he said, "I only watch Ollie. He really is a funny, funny fellow, isn't he?" The affection that was the hallmark of their work was the quality that made them, for over 25 years, the most beloved comedy team in history. In 1957, Oliver Hardy died. 8 years later, he was joined by his beloved partner, Stan Laurel. All the great clowns from the golden age of comedy are gone. With them went a special kind of humor. We will never laugh in quite the same way again. When we lose a great dramatic actor or actress, we are diminished, for they take with them the power to move us to thought and feeling. But when a great clown goes, he takes something far more precious: laughter. Buster Keaton, Charles Chaplin, W.C. Fields, Joseph Grimaldi, Fanny Brice, Bert Williams. They've all given us the gift of laughter. In exchange for their laughter, we've given them our love. And if love is the highest human emotion, it would suggest that the clowns have a higher purpose, one that goes far beyond entertainment. We've all heard the old saying, "The Lord never sends us more sorrow than we can bear." Well, perhaps he sent us the clowns to make the bearing easier.